All right, everybody. At long last, despite many technical difficulties, we are now ready to start the show. We appreciate everyone for being with us and hanging out and just kind of being patient, loving, maybe, but most importantly, learning exactly how we run our show. We want to give a huge, we want to give a huge shout out to our good friends at AT&T for not being great. So thanks for that.
You tried your best.
AT&T, at least it's not 2 cups with a string between it.
But sometimes, like tonight, it does feel that way.
They hoofed and they pooped and they sucked.
We want to remind everybody, as always, we have !D100 in the chat for interaction. You will roll a D100, and I will need your help tonight to help try and kill our players.
What?
What?
Don't do that.
Next,
I like living.
Be nice to us.
all of our PDFs are available on DriveThruRPG, including our new Granite Great Axe arc, which I'm holding upside down, but now it's right side up. Go check that out, PDF format. If you are interested in having us run it, reach out to us. We'd love to do that. With that, if you're interested in having one of us Arcmaster a session or an ongoing session for you or your group of friends, join us on our Patreon page and check that out. Lastly, huge shout out to every subscriber we have. We really appreciate it. We are hopefully looking forward to, unless the internet suddenly stops, trying to up some aspects of our stream in the next a month or so, probably starting in early January. Hopefully making things a little bit more interactive and a little better in terms of quality. Thank you, Tofu, for the 56. Everyone dies tonight. No.
Aww.
Lastly, we hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We have been getting a lot of memes from a couple different people, Vral included. If you would like to see all of the wonderful memes that come out periodically, and I do mean wonderful, please join our Discord. Once that's working, that's where we typically go back and forth and do streams, but tonight it was not working, so...
Yeah.
And
if you
then
ever wanted to see the most someone can do with the least amount of technology, those are my memes.
yeah, it's basically Microsoft Paint, but for everybody. So we're going to go ahead and get this show on the road. I want to, again, say thank you for everyone for being patient and joining with us. We are Shattered Dungeons.
Start.
Half of the course.
Welcome back. This is Shattered Dungeons. Thank you for joining us tonight. Tonight, we have a few wonderful things. First and foremostly, Chibi will not be joining us. She'll be in the party, but not an active participating member. As
I'm
Heather
telling you
is...
that you said that was a wonderful thing.
Yeah, why is it wonderful?
Well, no, the other wonderful things... Chibi
Because now Rock
we'll
has no guidance at all.
We'll let
Wrong
chat
eater.
guide Chibi. The other thing is that we have a new member joining us tonight, and we'll get there when we get there. So tonight we have Ray, who will be playing Rog.
Hi, everyone.
We have Reg, played by Jordan.
Hello, everyone. My name is Reg, and don't believe anything you heard about technical difficulties.
We have Caden, played by Dion.
Hello, everyone.
We have joining us tonight Cliff, playing Lutz.
I am Lutz von Belschnickel, and I ride on the left side of the road.
He is certainly going to be a joy to have. And then, of course, as always, we have Lauren playing Pax.
I'm Pax, and my pro wrestling nickname is the Homeschooler.
I respect the commitment.
That was great. That's Pax's new voice, right? Or is that your next character when Pax dies?
That might have to be the next character.
How are homeschoolers threatened in class? Is it go to your room?
Hairbrush, ruler,
Really, any form
get
of...
tossed outside. I don't know.
Cool, non-discipline.
No, actually, homeschoolers get put on reading restriction. That's the big punishment.
If your
you have to
homeschooler's getting
read or you
bullied, there's a
can't
problem.
No, you don't get to read. And it's a punishment.
no.
She grew up
Yeah.
Baptist and was disciplined Catholic.
It's so awful.
That's very
I
funny.
know, that's why it's good.
Yeah.
I am Lutz von Delschnickel. I have spoken.
Oh yes, let's incorporate the Mandalorian, please.
This is the way.
I love that.
Und way.
So,
Although you are pronouncing Mandalorian wrong, it's pronounced Baby Yoda Show.
You're right.
Indeed.
so where we pick up, last session we went down from the mountain that we were trapped on. And from that mountain, we traveled south while trying to find one of the port cities. As we went from there, we were in a forest. And in that forest, we encountered a couple of things, one of which was a spider that could turn invisible that almost killed Reg, as well as a glowing tree that also almost killed everyone else. After dealing with that, the group continued south towards the southern end of the continent, back towards Dalnain. And we pick up after they've traversed the forest and are now going into a mountain pass. And in this mountain pass, there's a winding river going through that kind of helps guide adventurers or travelers back towards the southernmost points of the continent they're on. And as they entered into this mountain pass, they noticed to their right, as they entered, a obliterated caravan with a crushed body. There are multiple huge footprints standing next to the caravan, and it looks like the caravan and the person were crushed with an obscene force. And so we pick it up after they've kind of investigated a little bit. And as they're investigating, they hear a whistling echoing from one of the canyon sides, and it's like a festive, happy whistling. Someone's clearly enjoying their journey, their walk down this path. And kind of hesitantly, the group gathers together near the obliterated caravan, and you guys can go ahead and move your tokens. And everybody, with the exception of Caden, who is currently unconscious, which we'll get to in a moment, notices
We tried.
notices someone around the corner, and they're not skipping, but they're definitely walking with some pep in their step, and they're whistling. And you notice him, and you guys all kind of make eye contact, and this person is played by Cliff. So Cliff, what is your reaction?
So I'm over here to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I couldn't really tell if that was me or not. I apologize. Well, I am currently bathing in the river, and so I am not dressed, but I'm not startled. So are they in voice distance of me? Like they can see me and they can hear me without shouting?
Via shouting, yes.
Okay. I don't want to yell on the mic, but
Hello, my name is Reg, and we can see your bum.
Sub Commander, can we eat it?
Wait until it's cleaned itself.
Yeah, you don't want dirty food, it just tastes bad. Anyways, Buttman, what is your name?
Yes, I am sorry. I was over here just taking a bath in the river. Should I put on my pants as I speak to you? I'm totally fine keeping them off. It's up to you.
You can put some pants on.
We could just go ahead and wear pants. That would be great.
Yes, I'm just currently sitting here in the water bathing myself, and I see you guys over there doing something.
You want to put some pants on and come over here and see if you can help us?
Let me think about it. Okay.
You seem awfully, what's the right word? Whimsical for what is, in our experience, a very terrifying place. A giant spider almost ate me, and then something has just crushed these people over here to death.
Serial crusher.
Okay, I guess I'm walking over there to greet them.
With or without
okay.
pants being put on?
I put my pants on.
It is a very important distinction.
But they're
Appreciate you.
They're
I need
not
a-
like zipped. They're up in a way where the belt's still loose. It's not totally zipped up.
Okay, I need a roll
Yeah.
from chat, because this is going to determine how confidently you put your pants on. And so while he is actively marching towards you while donning his own pants,
So they're around my ankles right now as I'm walking.
you were bathing with them around your ankles.
I like to wash everything.
So what is
Clean
everyone?
for you and clean for me.
Does anyone interrogate this
You've got
person?
to clean the bell schnickels.
This is terrible.
I'm sorry, sir, but apparently he's got some confusion on how you're supposed to wear pants. Oh no, it took me a little bit too, but you know.
Just silence.
Are we
Vral
waiting for someone to roll? I apologize.
Yes, I need you to roll
you
in
need
chat,
to roll.
please. No, chat
and-
needs to roll. Vral says this is not the beach episode he was
I
expecting.
just saw that.
Not wrong.
You did not.
Oh my.
You didn't
wrong.
clarify what you wanted.
Okay, so
Beach.
as this person is walking towards the rest of the group, putting his pants on confidently, you notice that he's kind of fumbling as he starts to put his pants on, and then he trips over it. But as he's kind of talking to you guys, he trips, does a somersault. While on his back during the somersault, pulls his pants the rest of the way and lands back vertically, continuing the momentum, almost like some sort of acrobat. Pax, you having...
Pax is very impressed.
I was
but
about to
also
say, you
embarrassed.
were a circus worker, so you know exactly how
Circus work.
yeah,
Pax
that's
was a carny.
that's what they like to be called, I
That's
learned.
probably the kindest way you could say it.
This is a
But well
very
done.
well-respected circus job. Oh my word.
I wondered why Pax smelled like cabbage.
She does have the tiny hands.
So,
Reg is gonna kind of lean over towards Pax and be like,
Oh man, I hope Mr. Business is okay.
this feels very Mr. Business-ish for Reg.
It does.
So did my pants come on then?
yes, you are now wearing your pants completely. Now, as Lutz is walking over, Caden has been unconscious this whole time, and for those of you joining us just now, Caden took quite the fall last session and died. But because of his innate magical aptitude, I'll say, he did not completely die, and so he's been slowly regaining his energy. And so at this point, Caden, you finally do come to, and as your eyes kind of blink open slowly, the thing that you are most concerned about is the fact that there are scrambled eggs in your mouth. And you do not know where they came from.
I was hoping we'd remember.
But they taste amazing.
It's true. Those dragon eggs.
I spit out my amazing tasting scrambled eggs.
Actually, roll a potency
Oh,
check.
eat them.
Do I have any recollection to breaking my neck?
I'll tell you once you roll a potency check to see if you can spit the scrambled eggs out.
Oh,
What else
is
is
that
in
bad?
his mouth?
You have to roll against the eggs. They're that delicious.
Yes. If I could get a roll in chat, that would be great.
I'm not gonna add any potency because I don't know how much health I have, and it might kill me.
As you're trying to not eat the eggs, you die again. Okay, so
It's okay. He's still sleepy.
as you're coming to and dealing with the very amazing taste of the eggs, the last thing you remember is trying to cast a slow fall spell, failing miserably and falling to your death with a very sudden impact. Do you remember it wasn't malicious or anything like that, just that it was probably one of your a more embarrassing magical moment for you. So, but thankfully you have survived. Now you are strapped to Reg's back via a backpack. Think like C-3PO in what is it, Empire Strikes Back?
Yes.
So, and as you're kind of recollecting all this and noticing what you're doing and where you're at, you go to try and spit the eggs out, but then you realize how good they taste, and you eat them. Thank you, Tofu, for that roll of 62. So, now we have a very injured Caden and a half-naked Lutz with a crushed body kind of around, and you have no idea what to expect for this next leg of the journey, but Lutz seems to be confident in navigating this area, so he may be helpful to help lead you back towards the city.
How good does Caden look as far as his health?
Has Reg noticed him waking up yet?
Reg has not. To answer your question, Caden's only at like 1 hit point right now. Very, very slow regeneration. But Caden, as you're coming to, you do become fully conscious and able to stand and walk on your own. So like you can do whatever you want at this point. So.
Okay.
I mean, you're gonna have to let Reg know to let you out of the papoose, but
could you let me down, good buddy?
oh my god, Kane, you's awake. Oh, thank goodness. Reg will kind of slowly fumble to get Kane out of the papoose. Oh, did you get the eggs I left you?
I did. They were amazing eggs. Did you happen to make the eggs?
Actually,
Pax,
I did.
Pax made the egg when she destroyed it. It's weird, but it was delicious.
It's dragon.
Oh yeah, we ate dragon.
Those dragon eggs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, we took meat.
Invigorated all of us. We shall remember those that have died.
Yep, Kevin likes the taste of dragon.
Why does that sound like the guy from the Cave of Wonders?
Touch nothing but the lamp.
Caden.
Now, Lutz, as you're kind of picking up on this, you notice that the small bird perched on Pax's shoulder is the one that said that in that voice. And so not only are you kind of caught off guard that one, she's got a talking bird, but two, that bird is incredibly well voiced in terms of like speech.
Pat your own back, why don't you?
No, I'm sorry. What's the word I'm thinking of? Like he speaks well.
Eloquent?
Eloquent? Yes,
Eloquent?
that's a good way. Yeah, eloquent's the right word.
I don't know. Ask the homeschooler.
So the bird is very eloquent in its speech, and it does have a much deeper voice than you would expect coming from a bird.
Am I supposed to respond to this bird?
No, this is just information for you to examine.
Oh, okay. All right.
Pax is gonna keep one eye on Lutz and help Caden down.
Ah,
It is
but Kane,
Lutz, not Lutz.
Lutz?
Cain, buddy, you had me so worried. You fell so bad, and then you just wouldn't wake up. And I'm so glad you finally woke up. I knew you just needed a nice long nap.
A nice long dirt nap.
Yeah.
I take the bow and use it to cast Necrotic Heal on myself.
Okay. So you have necrotically healed yourself, and then you can start doing what you need to do to get yourself back to full.
Yep, that's the goal.
Yep. I'm just assuming
Okay,
you take the
you know-
necessary time to do that, so you can go ahead and pop yourself back to full.
Reg doesn't understand what Caden's doing. He just thinks he's looking to arm himself. Don't worry, the naked man doesn't seem to be a threat right now, but if he is, we'll take care of it. You rest.
Pax wants to distract Reg a little bit from Caden. Reg, why don't we let Caden rest and you and I can go talk to Mr. Pants over here?
Oh, you got his full name. Okay. Reg starts trudging through this little river. Hello, Mr. Pants. My name is Reg.
Lutz,
Like I
you
said-
see an 8-foot tall, kind of behemoth-looking thing with fangs and hair, who's very polite despite his menacing demeanor, march into the river, not thinking twice, and trying to, I'm assuming, shake your hand is what you said?
Yeah.
So, his hand is very large comparatively, so, like, it's an odd sight for sure.
Don't squish him, Reg.
Oh no, listen, after that rabbit, I learned my lesson.
Like I said, I can't, Reg, I can't. I am Lutz von Belschnickel, and I was bathing across the way, and I noticed your camp, and you look like you're in distress, and I know the way. I also recognize, or at least heard of some of your tales. You wouldn't happen to be the Tuesday Nuts.
I wouldn't say that we nuts. We got it together pretty much. But what's the other word? The one about the people that do good. It's also the time of day. Nights. That's the one, right?
That's what I said, Nuts.
I like that you pointed to the destroyed wagon and dead body and said your camp. What?
Well, I know these parts very well, and I would be happy to show you the way if I can be a part of your little party.
Do you know what smushed this caravan?
I do not. I was bathing and singing songs.
I mean,
They were quite gay.
Okay.
And
I mean,
by
you
gay,
really-
I mean Old English version of happy.
I don't know what that means, but okay. But you're really lucky being all loud and not watching where you're going, because I was being quiet and a giant invisible spider nearly bit me in half. Just an hour or so ago. It was ridiculous.
So, Lutz, you know the way to where?
To wherever you're going, you look lost.
Nobody said we were lost.
Well, you look at it based on your camp.
This is not our camp.
Well, you should clean it up.
Can I loot? Is there anything here for me to take?
Return to
Loots,
form.
loots.
Loot?
Just roll a general check, Pax. As you kind of inspect the camp, you notice that a lot of stuff is not missing. It's mostly still there. The things that do look picked are like the more expensive valuables, but there are things like, weapon. The body has weapons next to it that clearly look bent and destroyed. A lot of the barrels and stuff are broken, though the contents of the inside it are kind of just strewn about. This does look like a fresh, destroyed caravan. The things, as you're kind of searching, you find about 18 gold. You find a couple of like bags of rations, and there's in one of the barrels there's some salted meats, and the salted meats look like they've been rummaged through, at least, partially. And it looks like something large grabbed a very large handful of it and kind of may have took off. Based on that information, you're assuming that it probably dropped some, and you'd be able to maybe track it with some help.
If you would like, I'll take some meat and I can make some schnitzel.
The crushed body, does it have any other damage to it other than being crushed by the wagon?
So it was clearly not crushed by the wagon. Based on the footprints that you're kind of standing by, Caden, and now freshly looking at this and looking down on at the body, it looks like it's been impacted and is in the bottom of a pretty sizable crater. Your best guess is that something with a large blunt object impacted this thing with a lot of force.
So we have a couple options. We could try to run down whatever smushed the caravan, or we could hightail it out of here.
So
There looks to be some tracks on the path there.
Shivi asks Rog what he thinks.
I think I owe no loyalty to this body, and I defer all decisions to the sub-commander. And I grab some scrambled eggs out of my pocket and
Finish those yet? Gross.
while they're looking over this caravan, Reg, still hand outstretched for the handshake, turns.
Standing there.
Okay, so Mr. Lou, Lou, got it.
Lou,
Yeah.
what are we taking a poo? It's Lutz, not Lou.
I'm not hearing a difference. I'm sorry. Anywho, so
What is this hand you're giving me? What do I do with it?
it's a handshake. It's a way strangers say hello in ways kind of being friendly.
I take my fan out of my pocket and I smack it. And I put the fan back into my pocket.
For reference, that's a paper fan, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Like one.
Wait, is Luke still? He's half naked still. He's only wearing pants, right?
I have my other things.
Oh, okay.
I always have my effects.
And my hat.
Well,
My hat.
that is a new greeting for me. But anyways, like I said, my name's Reg, but apparently you're familiar with us. I'd like to say this in the friendliest way possible. You're welcome to hang out with us and we can work together. But I swear to everything that's out there, you hurt one of my friends, I'll have to kill you. Do you understand?
He nods.
Okay, good. Welcome. Hey everybody, this is Lou.
Lutz von Belschnickel.
Hello.
Lou, that, I don't think I'm gonna get that last part, friend. Anyways,
The most
Lutz
complicated part.
looks over at Pax and looks at the bird and says, "That's a pretty bird you have there. How much would you be willing to part ways?"
The bird is his own person, so
I care not of such things and details. How much was the bird?
he is not for sale.
he's a dear friend.
Or she.
Just like, well, yeah,
So,
good point. Just like this.
In his Rocket Raccoon voice, he's going to get that bird. Moving on.
Wait, lots of things happened. I have no idea. Pax is gonna tell everyone to shut up.
As by the way, as they're saying this, Reg has pulled Mr. Tibbles out again to be like, and this is my friend, Mr. Tibbles. Just a small mouse running around.
And then Lutz takes his fan out and smacks it away
No, come back, Mr.
back
Tibbles.
into his pocket.
Reg, roll a stamina check.
Pax really wants to take that fan away.
Hey, wait, is Rog in the water?
probably.
Lutz asks Rog why is he in the water? Standing
Reg,
there.
you're able to catch him before he jumps out of your hand.
Okay, Mr. Tibbles, you gotta stay safe. We near the water. You know you're not good with that.
Gentlemen,
How deep is the water?
Right where you're standing, it's probably like just above your knee. It's not
Okay, that's
necessarily.
what
Yeah, it's not like super deep.
Yeah, so I like trudged over there from the crushed body now that Reg has introduced Lutz, and I walk up. Welcome to the adventure. And I'm just gonna kind of like take his hand and put some scrambled eggs in it.
try them, Lutz. You might like them.
I do not eat things such as these. I spit at you.
You must eat them in order to honor the dragons.
No.
Just out of curiosity, what quantity of scrambled eggs are we talking about here? How big was this egg that ended up getting scrambled?
It was a dragon egg.
Reg pulls the other dragon egg out of his
I do not
backpack to
eat
show you.
the poultry of dragon.
We got a spare. It's okay, Kate.
I feel like we're wasting time and we should be doing something.
You'd
Okay,
be
gentlemen.
surprised how much we're told that.
Pax, how do you deal with this all day?
You might find out.
Well, that's good.
Pax finally puts her foot down, and everyone kind of begins to listen. Pax, what would you like to communicate your committee of followers to do?
My.
You have Rob.
No, I just want to know.
and
Kaden
Kevin.
hasn't really weighed in. Do we want to track the beast or whatever it was down, or do we want to continue on to wherever we were trying to get to when we found this?
So yours is a commander and you don't know where you're going.
I am not the commander.
Well, they look at you as if you are.
That's just because Chibi has laryngitis right now.
I mean,
I
long
think we
story
should.
short.
I think we should continue to go where we were going, and we could track this thing as long as it's headed in that same general direction. Maybe.
But by the way, out of curiosity, these the tracks that are left behind, these footprints, how sizable are they to Reg? Are they bigger than Reg's footprints or smaller?
They're significantly larger than your footprints.
Cool. But yeah,
We don't actually. We only just kind of figured out where we was because we didn't mean to get here. There was some weird magic-y stuff, and so yeah, we just trying to get back home, really.
But I can get you out. If we go where the beast is going, we may not make it out.
Have you seen it?
I see lots of things.
Okay, but no, specifically like the beast.
He nods. He nods.
What is it?
First, let me join your crew, and we'll go find out together.
So you're not going to tell us what we're going to find until
That would take all the fun out of it, now wouldn't it?
You mean join, like hang out with us, or like,
You are twisted.
or like? Kane, you got married, right? We can't marry you to this fella, right?
What?
What just happened?
Mr. Rog,
Don't
Mr.
let
Rog,
the
would you
accent
like
fool
to?
you. I am
Would you
not
like to
gay.
marry? I still not familiar with the term. Mr. Rog, is you? Well, because Kane had that buddy and that we met the other night, and they were like, we're family, but they're not actually related. So I think that's what the married thing is when you become family, a different way. So were you wanting to be married to Rog or something?
So, is it Pooks? Is it Pooks?
Sure.
Do you listen to this dribble all day long? Or are we going to go
pokes
somewhere?
What is she poking? Her name's. What is Pax poking?
That is her name, silly.
Her name's Pax, but
You're
okay.
Lou. Yeah.
That's what I said. Pooks.
So the beast.
Don't
Are we going to
understand.
find it?
So looking around, you notice that Pax is, or not Pax, but Chivi is gone. As you continue to kind of go back and forth, Chivi comes down, climbing down from one of the large cliff faces, and says, I got tired of that, all this bickering, but I climbed up on the mountainside and it looks like if we continue that way, pointing to the southeast, there may be a city that way.
Cool.
Excellent. Pax is gonna high five Chibi.
That is my
done.
worst Chivi impersonation, by the way. So sorry, Heather.
It's like
Maybe we
She
can
has
just get a-
laryngitis.
she has laryngitis.
Yeah, she went all over the British Isles there, didn't she?
Mm.
A little voyage.
Maybe a little Australia.
Oh, I might. Yeah.
Goodness knows what it would sound like if someone started with a British accent that occasionally became Australian.
Yeah. So
And a mixture of a pirate.
Lutz, the bird atop Pax's shoulder says to you,
Lutz, you seem to have come from that direction. Can you take us toward that city?
Yes, I can take you there. It will be quite the journey, and I'm excited for it.
All right, let's go.
I mean, he's enthusiastic, if nothing else.
Well, I'll try to keep the pants on along the way.
Appreciate
That's it. Yeah, let's call that rule number 1.
Indeed.
Well, where I come from, it's a term of endearment. But that's okay, I'll keep them on.
Okay.
Enrearment? You mean you show him your bum?
Yes.
and so
He
you
nods.
guys are going to travel around a good ways, and I know it's gonna be a hot second because Roll20 is kind of acting up a little bit, but I'm going to reveal the area here. Really of where we'll kind of be going. And so as you kind of round the corner to the head southward, you notice there's another very long mountain pass. And I'll move tokens for right now, and then it should update when the time is right. Nope, just grabbed a dead body. My bad, guys.
We might.
When that happens.
That's
Rog, put
that's
him
Rog's
down.
snack
We
for
got
later.
I was
We got
about to
plenty of
say, I
food.
mean, Rog would bring it, yeah.
So Rog is dragging parts of the body that he's severed
Oh no.
as a snack. Now, what's our marching order? Because this is gonna matter somewhat as we go southward.
Well, I'm leading it in, aren't I? Or no?
Yeah,
The bird.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
Lutz is in
Lutz
front,
was-
but then who's behind Lutz?
I guess I better babysit him and keep an eye out with Winter. Miss Chevy, usually you and I kind of do the good looking at stuff. Do you want to watch our butts? But not in the weird way, but in the look out behind us way.
Chivi agrees to bring up the rear and is towards the back end of the marching order. What about everyone else?
Rog's gonna be up in the front.
Okay, so Rog's next to Reg and Lutz. I need a
I
roll
could be
from
right
Jack.
behind them.
Chat. Just FYI. Pax, are you
What'd
hanging
you
out
say,
with
Kaden?
Chivi in the back?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of hang back and keep an eye on the dudes there.
Okay.
Lushman Belschnickel.
Yeah.
So as you guys continue southward, I need everyone to roll a sneak check.
Reggie's very sneaky right now.
All right. So now that we got everyone on the same page. Tofu says casually gnaw on a finger when Rog feels snacky.
They're called finger foods, Tofu.
Ah, yes, quite. All right. So, as everyone's rounding the corner, let's see here. Caden, you trip over something, and in response, just kind of exclaim like, "Ah!" It's not necessarily like a full-on scream, but it is louder than everything else that you guys have been doing. And as you let out that exclamation, it begins to echo and reverberate across the chasm, growing louder and louder and louder. And then finally, you hear some boulders and rocks start to fall from one of the mountainsides. And so as that's happening,
Look out!
yeah, you kind of alert everybody, and thankfully you spotted it early enough to where everybody, again, rolling pretty well, was able to dodge and jump out of the way. And so you guys continue southward, and then the path kind of circles back around to the east to head back northward. And you notice that you're kind of going down in what seems to be a little valley. And as you turn the corner around this bend, there are some trees blocking your view, but you notice these incredibly large bones protruding out of the ground. And they appear to be some sort of dragon bone, though they are incredibly large, even larger than Karazikal. Maybe this was one of Karazikal's ancestors from the area. You have no idea. But you guys are far enough away right now to where you can see them, but you can't really see any fine detail about them. So, what do you do with that?
It's a good thing it's dead.
Hey, Kevin. Kevin, do you know anything about you folks getting that big?
I barely know anything about myself, Reg.
Oh, right. Life in captivity. Totally forgot. Sorry.
Should I go investigate?
Somebody should probably. Kevin, do you want to go and look?
I feel like this situation calls for a little tact and diplomacy.
Hey, wait. That's what Rog called it. Oh, I get it.
Sure.
I completely agree with the bird thing.
Is there a place of like where I can get higher?
In terms of
Smoke show, this is a family show.
If you have the magic
That means
mushroom.
two things.
So there is a kind of incline on the other side of the riverbank there. It's become more of a stream, really. And so you can kind of get over that way to get a good view of the whole thing if you'd like. And I'll kind of move you to where you're going for those on stream so we can kind of see. Caden, Reg, Pax, where do you guys want to go?
Reg is going to take up a viewpoint where he can keep eyes on them and look out for any dangers, but have Winter at the ready.
Okay, you're kind of over near Lutz, but not exactly next to him. Caden, Pax, what about you?
Am I able to get up here?
Define here verbally.
She pinked it.
Right there where my green ping is.
Yeah, I am not seeing anything on my end, which is why I need you
Okay.
to describe it verbally.
It's
Two
north.
squares directly
It's 3.
diagonal up and to the right of
Yes.
me.
So you can definitely position yourself there. You climb up a couple steps. Caden, what
Yeah.
about you?
I guess I'm gonna go up here next to Pax
Okay.
for a good vantage point of what's going on below.
Okay. So Reg and Lutz, you kind of go across the little stream and take up location on the other side there. Chivi, Caden, and Pax, you get yourselves kind of over just to the west of the Dragonbone formation. And Rog, as you walk up, you notice that the bones have carvings on them. And they seem to be some archaic form of Athelian. And so it's definitely something that you can read. What do you do with this? What's your first instinctual response to all that?
If I can read it, then I suppose I probably will.
Okay.
To the best of my ability, anyway.
Do you read it to yourself?
I mean, I feel like this is a trap.
It's always a trap.
But given that Rog isn't exactly the smartest, I'll read it to myself a little bit first. And if it seems, pertinent, then I'll let everybody know.
Okay. It says that to the best of your ability, the translation you came up with. Actually, go ahead and roll for that. Roll to see if you can even put together this loose translation.
All right, you want
what the
roll?
letters and stuff mean, but some of the phrasing is weird.
All right, so this would just be a flat D100.
Mm-hmm.
41.
Nice. So, with a 41, you're not fully able to put together everything exactly, but what you're able to figure out is that it says these old bones, and then there's some text you're not quite sure how it fits together. And then the next phrase you can put together is a pillar of light, and then another kind of small phrase, and then the last one is blinding power.
Well, you had my curiosity.
We could just walk right by it and get through the town.
Oh no, this thing said something about power. I'm gonna let everybody know about the awesome power part, not the rest of it.
Okay.
Is this the way you came, Mr. Lou?
Oh, I'm sorry, Reg. You're way over there. I can't hear you.
Oh, I wasn't sure how far. Sorry.
I don't know. I'm just messing with you.
Send the smoke signals.
Mr. Lou.
Yeah.
Judging by your smoke signal, yes, this is the way I came.
Reg is only 5 squares away from you, but the way you were talking, you weren't yelling at him, and so it's really like you were talking to someone on the other side of a classroom or something, just in your normal voice.
I stare at Reg and I get my fan out and I start fanning myself.
We got another one of them. What's the right word? We got another Mr. Lucy, just a different kind.
He puts his fan back in his pocket and looks on to Rog.
So, Rog, what do you do? Are you calling other people down? What do you need?
Hey, so these bone things are talking about awesome power and immense cool stuff. I need help deciphering these words.
Caden, do you have background in reading the runes or whatnot?
Dragon bone.
I can check to see if there's anything magical in the text.
Maybe don't read it out loud until you know what it says.
I inspect the runes. Are they magical in nature?
They are.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I just need to make a roll.
Are you trying to figure out what it does, or are you trying to read them aloud?
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand what I'm looking at.
Okay, yeah, make a potency check.
While he's, doing the scanning and all that, Rog's just kind of got his hand on his chin, nodding slowly, yes, I agree.
Caden, you realize that the runes themselves, when read aloud, will release a blinding flash of light.
Don't read this out aloud. This will blind us. Is there anything else to the text, or is that just pretty much it?
That's it.
I suspect that if this blinds us, there's a chance that something else may be around, or it sounds like it blinding us. It's either going to activate something, I believe, or set up some sort of ambush. I'm not entirely sure. I wouldn't mess with it.
Can you learn the spell in case we want to cast that later?
I don't know. Is it that type of runes?
No.
Or is this more like reading off of a scroll where you just have to read the scroll? It's not like a tome, right?
This is definitely more like a scroll. The text itself isn't the spell. It's definitely like a contingency type spell. It's like a couple of different spells formulated together to make this weird trap thing. Like you can make note of it, but you can't necessarily like learn everything.
You can't like take it with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
To fight a foe like this blinded would be an amazing challenge, but I don't think we have time for that right now.
Are there any runes on the other bones, or is it just that one?
Just that one central cluster that they're hovered around.
I heal myself.
Okay. Yeah, everyone should be at full health at this point.
I had to expend it to understand it.
Oh, gotcha. So the path winds northward more. And so you guys can kind of move your characters to wherever you would like to move them north along that path. The ice kind of begins to, or not ice, but the stream begins to widen up a little bit.
It was a chilly bath.
So about how far down the canyon do you guys go? Ravine, I guess, not canyon.
All the way, I guess?
Well, since Lutz has already been this way, I guess he would continue traversing.
Okay, hold on one second. I'm gonna move everyone all together. I'm assuming marching order stays the same.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you guys go down the path, I need everyone to roll a stamina check, and I need a roll from the chat, please.
What do we... Oh, wait.
Oh, I'm sorry, not a stamina
for
check. I need a sneak check, not a stamina check.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Can I crit on my sneak check?
Not
You are
exactly.
the shadows.
Yes.
You have vanished from all reality.
So everyone did a really good job on their sneak checks. You guys notice that there's one point where one of the sounds you guys have made kind of start reverberating and echoing again, but you immediately catch it and stop, preventing rocks from falling down. Now, as you're doing so, and as you're kind of stopped there for a moment, you notice some distance off that there is a very large, very menacing looking troll, much larger than any troll that you have seen before. And as you're kind of sitting there stopped, trying to not make any noise, it gazes out upon the ravine, and you guys are literally just sitting in the middle, wide open, sunlight on you, the whole 9 yards, and it just kind of looks at you, and it furrows its brow and gets very angry. What was that? Oh, gotcha. She's
I'm
talking
not
to her
entirely
cat.
sure that was to us.
It wasn't.
Does that look like the does it look like it could have created the footprints that we saw before, the ones that are larger than Reg?
Absolutely. The size is right. It also looks like its fists are gargantuan in size. And thank you, Vral, for the roll of 94.
Oof.
It is going to have a roll of 94 for its initiative. You guys can go ahead and roll your initiative now, as we
Hooray!
we have to deal with this ridiculously large troll.
Seen bigger.
Really, Broush? Really?
Hey, he's helping out.
Kill the Belschnickel first.
You shall not kill me.
And so I will go ahead and go around and get who done what. Let's see, we have a 94 for the troll. Pax, what is your roll?
I have a big 32.
Nice. Caden?
I have a whopping 18. We count from the bottom, right? We start at 1.
No.
No, this is not golf rules. Lutz, what did you get?
Lowest score goes first.
That's 76.
Reg?
Let me verify. 86.
Rog?
81.
Next. So the troll is going to go first. And as the troll begins its lovely journey towards the rest of the group, it is going to grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Grab one of the rocks laying nearby it, and just throw it as hard as it can towards you, Reg. You appear to be the largest foe in its path. Yeah, prepare yourself.
Well, Reg has dealt with similar beings before, so hello, I'm Reg. What's your name?
It just lets out a kind of response.
That's lovely. Is it your mother's name?
And so it throws the rock at you, Reg. Does a 455 break your armor rating?
It does not.
So you're able to just kind of sidestep out of the way, and it goes rolling on to the south into the stream. Rog, it is also going to take its other hand and try and whack you with it. What's your armor rating?
350 with a 20% mischance.
All right, so go ahead and roll your 20% mischance twice.
Good boy, Rog.
You take 400 damage.
It's not that much.
Don't tempt him, Rog.
With that, it is now Kevin's turn. Kevin is going to kind of fly up above him and spit some acid on him. And so he is only going to put in 300 for his stamina check, which means he takes 200 damage. So there is that.
Wait, the troll takes 200 damage, or Kevin does?
The troll takes 200 damage. Now, Lutz, you see this parrot bird thing fly up above and just like belch this acid from its mouth onto the troll, and it is not happy. It's waving its arms around wildly, trying to knock around at it. After Kevin, it is Reg's turn.
Okay, first thing Reg is going to do is to everyone, you guys need to scatter. And if I remember correctly, shooting them in the butt is the best way to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good to know.
Do they have a breath weapon?
It's stinky. Reg is gonna run past to get a shot at his butt as he so eloquently advised the others, and is going to fire with Winter.
Okay, let me know what you got.
474 for first strike. I'm assuming not enough.
That actually does hit.
Sweetie. 500 for second. 455 for third.
All of those hit.
Hooray! Wait, actually, that's terrifying news because that means that boy's got a lot of health.
You don't know that. So how much damage did you deal?
I know you. Hold on. 1,485. Oh no, he's got mischance.
Cool. So after Reg, it is Lutz. Lutz von Belschnickel. What do you do?
I will proceed to the left here, but I do it very acrobatically.
Okay.
Over to
What's
the left.
What's the noise you make?
And I take out my bow and I do my 3 mini shots.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Tell me what you get.
Should have had this ready. Sorry, everybody.
How dare you?
Is it easier for me just to do like 3 D100s?
No, do one per.
One at a time? Okay, all right.
Yes. Chat, if you would like to roll, I will use that roll for the next attack by the troll. Slash roll.
Oops.
Slash
Yeah,
100 plus 400.
Yeah.
Don't mind me while I summon RNGesus in the chat to help us.
Yeah, let's get some business time in there too as well. I feel like we definitely need that. That helped earlier with our tech issues via Tofu.
Where's Dancing? We need some low rolls.
Where is Dancing?
Love you.
Dancing,
Love you,
if you're
heart.
listening, we miss you.
All right, those are my 3.
We love Ted Danson.
Yep. So Lutz, you got 1 hit of those. How much damage do you deal?
494.
Okay. After Lutz, it is going to be...
Wait, I have sharpshooter. Do I apply that here, or do I need to be in sneak?
That's for sneak attacks.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Rog, you're up next.
I'm going to not acrobatically at all move over there.
You just walk politely.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse
me.
Channeling your inner Reg.
Oh, he's moving quickly.
I am going to make 2 power attacks to attempt to stun him.
Ooh, okay, go for it. Let's see what happens. Rog pulls out tact and diplomacy.
Dang.
All right, so neither of those hit.
Okay. Well, I can make
4
a total
attacks,
of. I maxed that out. I think it said I got 6 total for being a master or whatever of hand to hand.
So that's with unarmed attacks. Are you using that?
That's what I'm using. My punchies.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you were using your axes. Yeah, go ahead and roll the other 4 then.
I hope I can remember to math all this.
If you hit the up key arrow, it'll...
There's my other 4, and it doesn't look like a single one of them hit.
Nope, not a single one. Those are all really low rolls for what you're trying to do.
You just gave the troll a shiatsu massage.
Right? Exactly.
Can I get one of those later?
You know in Raiders of the Lost Ark where the guy's going nuts with the nunchucks and then he just shoots him? That's what's about to happen.
Pulls out the gun.
Yeah. After Rog's display of prowess, it is Pax.
Pax is going to scamper. This to my right is water, correct?
Correct.
Like a deep river? Like I would have to swim across it?
No, this is the same kind of shallow river that's been running through this thing.
Alright, Pax is actually going to scamper 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh my goodness.
Where here?
Pax scampers all the way back to the dragon bones and is just going to let fly an arrow.
Almost.
And hope it hits.
No, I can. I have extra range.
I know
have
you
my
do.
super awesome
You
bow.
are a freaking or the circus worker with the skills.
Circus
worker is my favorite phrase.
Who's that? Has the
high
skills.
wire sharpshooting show. All right.
Yes. All right, let her rip.
So here's my 3. One of those.
Yeah, that's a crit.
Is a crit.
And he does not. He takes damage from all of them. So how much damage total? Or just give me the individual numbers.
So the regular 2 were 545 each. The crit is 525 times, what was it, 2?
Yep.
Plus 150.
And
Am I missing something?
paralyzed chance.
What is the
Oh,
paralyzed chance?
25%, I believe.
Okay, he rolled a 30. Excellent.
Wow.
Ooh.
Vral says, when the series ends and you start the next arc, you should have tact and diplomacy on display in some old
Yeah.
shop as references. There's going to be a lot of that stuff in arc 2 when we get
It's like
there.
in Disney when you see the little, like, Easter eggs.
Exactly. So after Pax, it is Caden.
I am going to cast Ebony Skin and Dragon Skin on myself.
Okay. You now have a 1,000-point ward. Wise, very wise. And then what do you do for oh, I guess that's your whole turn, isn't it? No, you get a third.
That's my whole turn.
Don't you?
What's that?
Don't you get a third?
What? No, I only have 2 hands. Is there a way I can start casting more than 2 spells a turn?
Yeah, get more hands.
At one point in the art,
You headbutt
or
it.
in the advancement tree, it does allow you to get a third spell in per turn.
Oh, I didn't see it and get it, but I will next time.
Now you know. So after Caden, it is back to the troll, and thanks to Vral, he rolls an 89 against Rog. Now, Rog, what is... do you have any mischance or anything like that? You do, right?
20%.
Go ahead and roll that. So it doesn't work.
Oh, well,
Bye, Rog.
No, so he is going... Rog, you take another 550 damage.
that's not that bad.
No, but what he's going to do is pick up another rock and throw it at Reg. Actually,
Oh, hello,
no.
Gaiden.
No, what he's going to do is he's going to throw it right down this alleyway. He's going to, like, bowling ball throw it type of deal. And with the hopes of hitting Lutz, Caden, and Chivi all at the same time. And so I need you guys to make... I need you guys to make a stamina check.
7-10 split.
Yeah. So, Lutz, Caden, and Chivi make a stamina check.
Do I get an opportunity to miss this or no?
You gotta beat that
That's
number.
what the stamina check is. So,
Oh.
do better than 451. Chivi doesn't have the ability to beat this unless it's a natural 100. And so she is going to take damage. Caden, you are going to take damage. Lutz, how much stamina are you adding to this stamina check?
What do I got to beat? 451?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
And so Lutz, acrobatically and with much gusto, does like a somersault backwards to the side up the little hill there, dodging the rock. However, Caden, you are going...
As I'm doing it, I take my fan out and I smack it, and I put it back in my pocket all at the same time.
So you, Caden, you and Chibi are going to take 450 damage.
Reg is watching all this from the distance. He really likes that fan.
Lutz hears your thoughts. And says, yes, I do.
Oh my god, he's in my mind.
Kevin spits some more acid on the troll, and the troll takes another 200 damage. And with that, I believe it is back to Reg's turn.
So Reg is gonna continue getting a little distance from him, but making sure he's still got a clean shot on the back and firing away. Okay, probably not that one.
Nope.
I have 493 and 485.
Both of those hit. How much damage?
Let's see. 990.
So as your ice arrows hit him, one of them hits him in the side of the face, and it kind of freezes over, and he falls to the ground, making a huge crater impact in the river. And the river kind of starts to build up and flow around him rather than underneath him. And with that,
that's cool.
With that, the venerable troll is now dead.
Immediately, Rob goes over with one of his axes and smashes out a tooth.
Oh, nice.
To add to his armor collection.
A little trophy.
Reg is coming over. You know, Mr. Rock, in my experience, these guys don't usually have stuff on them.
Whack!
Oh, are you a dentist?
Not all trophies are made of gold.
I mean, yeah, I've seen some wood ones, I suppose.
So you notice that just around the next corner, it seems that the path leads down into a kind of from your position southward and lowered to sea level, which means you're definitely going in the right direction.
Would you say that's just around Riverbend?
Why, indeed, I would.
You know, he can use as many words as he wants.
So
we got there.
I'm assuming you guys kind of heal up, take a moment and kind of gather around and recoup and get ready for the next leg of the journey.
Eat some more scrambled eggs.
I'm guessing Reg's instinct about trolls don't have items on them proves true.
Oh yeah, he wasn't carrying anything except a very large loincloth.
What is up with this place and people not wearing pants?
Would it be like, could we use the loincloth as like a small throw blanket or something?
I don't think you would want that, to be honest.
But it smells horrendous.
You don't know my life.
I mean, Mr. Rock, the river's running over it right now, and I can still smell it.
Should we move on? It stinks.
That was quick.
Maybe we should sneak a little bit.
Do you guys need your boo-boos taken care of?
We already did that.
Okay.
I took care of that for everybody.
The troll
And you got your stamina back too. Just so you know.
Hooray.
So you guys continue southward, and as the journey continues, your group enters a winding maze of crags and cliffs as you head towards sea level. After some time, a clearing is spotted as the maze widens. In the middle of the clearing, there is a small child, barely breathing. It appears to be unconscious, though you're unsure how it came to be unconscious. What do you do?
Pax is very nervous and starts shifting around.
Road snack.
No, wrong. This might be them trap thingies. I'll watch whoever's back is going. But somebody, we should help the kid, but let's be safe about it.
I'll help, but I'm not going near it.
What are you guys doing? I've been down this path already. We can just keep going.
Was this here when you came
there
up
before?
the path? Yeah.
Yeah, but I just walked on by.
Well, we don't.
They really don't. It takes forever.
We stick our nose in everyone's business.
Pretty much.
Understatement of the century.
Oh.
Small child, my name is Reg. Can you hear me?
Looking down, the Alarison child seems to be completely non-responsive to what you're saying.
Can I
go over to Zabati because I passed it earlier. I take my fan out and I smack him on the head and say, "Little boy, are you there?"
So as you walk up to the little child, it is a little boy. You smack him on the head. Nothing happens. He's
knows
still
this because I walked here already. Of course, it's a little boy.
Lutz, is he unconscious? Like, he's definitely not gonna wake up and start screaming?
Well, if I hit him with my fan 3 or 4 more times, maybe he'll wake.
No, don't do that.
But I don't want to break my fan. It's my only one.
Yeah, we don't want to break your fan.
I'm gonna pull one of my axes out and be like, all right, so what exactly are we doing here?
We're not doing that.
Right. Pax is, like, her palms are sweating.
Knees weak, mom spaghetti.
We're all thinking it.
We were.
We were.
So, Commander, what are your orders?
We are wasting time with this boy. He is not doing anything and serves no purpose.
I had a super bad experience with a bunch of kids once. So...
Were you babysitting them?
No, I wasn't babysitting. There was an issue with one of our shows when I was part of the circus.
Are you registered now?
Wait a minute. You were part of a circus. Can I hear these tales?
When we figure out what's wrong with the kid, you can hear the tales.
Well, we seem to be wasting time here. Why don't we waste time listening to your circus tales?
Later. First, you help me. So somebody's got to make sure the kid doesn't scream. I'm gonna try.
Oh, I got this.
Don't make the kid scream.
Oh no, I'm just gonna kill him in one hit.
No, don't do that.
It's probably better that we kill him.
I mean, I'd be willing to try, but in my experience, children don't like the sight of me in the
I'm gonna cast. Where's Caden? He's behind me. I'm gonna cast Healing Burst.
Okay.
And see if that does anything.
What if we compromise?
Where are you casting Healing Burst, Pax?
Healing Burst is within 3 squares.
Earlier, I did take the troll's sticky cloth and I put it over the kid's face to see if that wakens him.
So, Pax, as you cast Healing Burst,
the child is poisoned.
You notice now that the child is breathing faintly, and that after you cast Healing Burst, his breaths are deeper, but he still seems to be unconscious.
We've done our part.
Pax, you want me to put him in the papoose?
Sure, why not?
Reg is excited that he's learned that word.
Gag him first. I don't want to.
I am both more smarter and useful.
We should probably tie his hands and legs just in case.
No, don't tie his hands and legs. Just make sure
he could get loose. Fine.
Are you registered?
Says the guy who eats other people.
I am not a child pedophile.
So, Reg, so what's happening here? What's exactly taking place?
Strap him in.
You put him in the papoose.
Okay. So,
and then
Reg
wants to play piñata.
Reg bends down and rolls the child over to try and, cradle him a little bit to pick him up and put him where he needs to go. And just as that happens, the child's eyes open wide, revealing a faint purple glow, and it plunges a poisonous dagger into a weak spot in Reg's armor.
Wait, that's not good.
I told you to leave the boy.
So, Reg, I need
I pull out my fan.
Let's talk you more helpy.
I need you to roll a couple of mischances for me. Just 2.
Okay. Okay, so maybe. Oh, 1 point off. If you had given me that extra one.
That's all I need.
Actually, in mischance,
it's a nat.
In mischance, is a nat 1 like a critical success?
No, so a mischance doesn't have a critical success or fail. It's just a straight roll. And so, Reg...
Oh wait, it is a straight roll. I don't add the 23, so yeah, that one is a miss.
Oh, cool. So that one misses, but the second one does hit you. You take 1,250 damage.
Holy crap. Guys, that really hurts.
Now, I need everyone to go ahead and roll initiative, because as the small Lamkai shoves its dagger into its prey, a hail of arrows volley from the rocks and crags toward the rest of the group. And so you will all be getting a chance to figure out who gets how much damage and who dies in this episode of A Bunch of Evil Children Attack the Party.
I hate children.
Demon murder babies.
I hate children so much.
Lamkai attack.
I assure you, we're about
This
to
isn't-
reset a large sizable portion of their population at this point.
Well, there's only 1,000 of them, so
I thought there was only 100.
Oh, like ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
at one time. Yeah.
I don't know. I just know I had a bad experience with a bunch of kids.
100 there are.
This is
David, how much did you say Reg took, by the way?
1,250.
1250.
Yep.
All
Hooray.
these rolls that you're showing out there.
These are the volley of arrows. All right, so if you have
600.
if you have mischance, go ahead and roll mischance. Everyone at this point is going to get a hit on them. Everyone else, for the most part, miss.
Do I roll mischance just
Oh, miss! Oh,
1d100?
dang it! 1 off. Are you kidding me?
Say that
David,
again, Pax.
you couldn't give it to me.
Is mischance just a straight 1d100?
Yes, if you have it.
I do.
See, this is why I wanted that extra piece of mischance, David.
How many mischance rolls are we doing? Just one?
Just one each.
Dang, mischance sucks.
Hold on, I didn't.
Although I got 42, isn't that the answer to everything?
Yes, but not in this situation.
Oh.
All right, so everyone go ahead and take 400 damage, Chibi included. And she should be back at full.
Oh, what is my mischance?
Are you wearing anything that gives you mischance?
Oh, sorry, I have a 20% mischance.
Okay, cool.
Does that mean I have to roll 80 or above, or I have to roll 20 or below?
20 or below.
Okay. Wasn't sure how that worked.
Chibi and Mr. Tibbles are the only ones
So-
that are going to survive.
Oh, sorry.
this.
How much damage?
If Reg hadn't have made that first mischance, would he just be dead?
So the sneak attack only happens on the first hit.
How much damage did you say?
Everyone takes
Okay.
400 damage.
Reg is not doing great, guys.
Let's get a roll in chat for the Lamkai's initiative. Everyone else, let's go ahead and roll initiative now. And then
I thought we just rolled.
Those were all mischances for the arrows that shot into you.
Boom, 92. Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, 92.
68.
Reg, do you need me to suck out the venom?
Maybe just heal me.
All right, Kevin is going on a 3, and we will see where the Lamkai go. However, I highly doubt anyone's rolling higher than Lutz with his 92. So, Lutz, go ahead and take your turn.
Lutz looks around, rolls his eyes, puts his fan back in his pocket, does a backflip, very fancy-like, over this little ridge thing, just because he can do it. And then he shoots 3 of his mighty arrows at wherever these where are they? You said there were a bunch of them, or just this one?
There are a bunch around, so you can see them. They're up in
I see now. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. So
yeah, they're
I'm gonna
all
go
over the rock area.
I'm gonna shoot the guy behind me to my left.
Okay.
If that's okay. Do I have line of sight of him?
Yep. Yeah, you can now see everybody.
Okay.
All right, so the Lamkai are going on a 21. Thank you, Tofu.
Oh.
Let me just look something up.
This is where Reg dies.
Ghost chance, here we come.
Yep.
Did I crit on that last one?
Sorry. Yes, that is a crit. You have 25%, right? Cool.
Yeah, I do.
So how much damage do you deal?
Let's see here. Plus 150 damage on that. So I do... Gosh, I hate math.
Just tell me what your regular is.
I like the idea of it more than I actually like it. 644 for the crit.
Okay, and your regular damage?
And then the other ones are 494.
There's no way that your crit is... What did you just say your crit was?
It's plus 150 damage, right?
It's double plus
shot?
150.
Oh, then I missed that then.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, you got it. All right.
Yeah. Cool. So after Lutz...
Let me write that down.
Yeah, it's double plus 150.
Gotcha.
After Lutz is Reg.
Dang,
so
that thing took all of that?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Could you remind me of how many scrolls you can use in one turn?
You see an unconscious kid on the ground, you leave it alone.
Moral of the story.
I
Reg,
walk by
you can
this
use
place,
2.
no problem.
2 scrolls. And can potions also be used in that?
Yes.
How many potions again?
4.
4, okay. So Reg is going to use 2 scrolls of healing burst. So that'll be 920 health to what you said was a 3 square radius.
Yeah, so that means Chivi, Rog, and Pax and Lutz are all healed for 900, you said?
960.
Cool.
Full health, baby.
Okay, and then so it takes 2 out and 2 more potions. I'm gonna use my 2 plus 100s. Reg doesn't like near-death experiences very much.
We'll see, Vral. TPK, we'll see.
So you said, who were you? You were shooting the one in front of us?
I was shooting the one behind us to my left.
Okay. Gosh, there is a lot of these boys. Reg is going to back up and head towards Caden. And then take aim at... This is the one you were hitting?
Yeah, I thought you were running away.
Reg is just trying to take a more...
Deuces.
I've waited all this time to abandon you all. No, Reg is trying to take a more defensive position since he was surrounded. Reg is going to take aim at that one that you were hitting.
That is a hit and a kill.
Hit and a kill. Then going to aim for this one here.
Mm-hmm.
Going for 2. With 451, does that hit?
It does.
All right, firing again if he's still up with another hit. So
How much damage?
990.
He is still up. After Reg, it is Pax.
These are demon children.
Are Lamkai undead?
Lamkai are possessed demon children, but are not technically undead.
So would Solar Flame technically not affect them?
Correct.
Crap.
Let's see some of your fancy circus tricks now.
Shut up, Boots.
Now is not the time for this. Reg is full of holes.
Is the so? But the people immediately around me are at full health or looking pretty good.
Yes.
Okay. And this kid right here is still a threat, correct?
Yes, he is currently still a problem.
Are they shooting arrows at us? How are they hitting? What are they hitting us with? More arrows?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, just so you know, Lutz used his fan to bat the arrows away.
Okay, cool.
Puts it back in his pocket.
I need to ask him about that later.
All right. After that, Rog, this is towards you. One hit for 550.
Does the 6 mean he hit himself?
No, a natural 1 would though.
Yeah.
Next, this guy is going to run up here. This person is going to run towards you, Lutz. This one's going to run towards you, Rog, next to his best friend there that you're in the middle of trying to fight and or kill. And Pax, this one runs up next to you. And each of them are going to just swing their little daggers at you. They're little, small, handmade daggers.
They're so precious.
They're so...
They whittled them themselves.
So Pax, you take an additional 300 damage.
Do I not get another mischance?
Yeah, you do. Lutz, you take an additional... So that doesn't work, Pax. Lutz, it's 300 damage to you. If you have mischance, go ahead and roll it.
Oh.
I take my fan, the knife goes through the fan, he closes the fan, flips his hand upside down, takes the knife away, and then puts his fan back in his pocket.
Roll a stamina check.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't roll my mischance for that 550 damage.
Go ahead and roll that then. Dang it! Okay, Cliff, you have removed... Good job, Rog, so you can put that 550 back.
Nice.
Cliff, you do take his dagger from him.
Of course I do. I'm Lutz von Belschnickel.
All right, after the Lamkai is Rog.
All right, the one that we initially started messing around with, I am just going to proceed to punch him in his little childlike face repeatedly with power attacks.
Okay. I love it. It's kind of like those old baby dolls you can smash their faces in and they would just stay that way.
It's terrible.
That's how I'm imagining this right now.
So, Rog, what's your crit chance is 15%, right?
Yes.
And you're using tact and diplomacy?
Just tact. I'm just punching.
There's no time for diplomacy.
Okay. No time for that.
So, let's see.
Because I got 6 of them.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll all 6, and then we'll reconvene once that's been done.
All right, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oof. Well, one of them was a crit.
All right, so how much damage do you deal?
152 per punch.
All right, so the 450 hits, the 460 hits, which kills the one that Pax shot a bunch of arrows into. Then you just move on to the next one right next to you with your 477, which is a crit. How much damage does that do again?
That was my crit, so...
It's 152 is your base,
152,
right?
Yep.
And then you also hit again with another crit. And then that's it. So you just kind of start going to town and just destroy the one and move on to the next Lamkai.
Your crits have the stun chance too, right?
I was about to say, if that one is still alive that I moved on to, it's a 30%.
And
so
you got
that
him with
one,
2 crits.
That one is stunned.
Stunning.
Is that the one
and
next
brave.
to Luke's?
Yes, the one next to Rog is stunned.
Oh, okay.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
After Rog is Kevin, and Kevin is just going to take to the sky and start trying to pick off ones that have been attacked. And so he's going to fly up next to the one that was attacking Caden a moment ago. And he is going to just start mauling as best he can. And so he does... Whoa. Sorry, typed something in wrong. And so his first one attack hits pretty substantially, as does his third attack, meaning that it takes 400 damage from Kevin.
Good job, buddy.
After that is back to the top. Lutz, you're up.
So I am going to... Does this Lamkai, does he have any damage? Just the one next to me, or no?
No, he's fresh.
That is how he likes them.
Oh, I like the fresh.
Did we just go through the second turn, or are we still just finished up the first turn?
This is the second one now.
I didn't get a second turn.
We haven't had a second turn.
No, we just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There were lots of missed chances being rolled.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
It just took a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I
Luke's
was like, what?
Okay, I'll just I do a nice little aerial with a bunch of flips and go back 2 squares, if that's okay. Mm-hmm. And then I roll and I shoot my mini shots into the face.
All right, and now I need you to roll a performance check. And then how much damage did you deal?
The Belschnickel does not perform like a trained seal.
That's
cool.
My performance. Oh, and my damage is 494.
Okay. So as you go to do the aerial and all the stuff that you described, you kind of slide on some rocks and it doesn't quite work. And so you fall... Who is opening a bag of chips?
Sorry. They're fruit snacks.
Okay.
Pax trying to feed Kevin his dragon cookies.
Sounds like a very heavy bag of fruit snacks.
It's dragon cookies,
Industrial.
guys.
Is it tinfoil?
So as you try and do the aerial, you fail, you slide, but you're able to still make your shots. You're just lying prone on the ground, facing the Lamkai now. After Lutz, it is Reg.
Reg is gonna heal himself with 2 small scrolls, not the powerhouses he was using before. He wants to conserve the one he has left. Okay. But still, it's 320. And then he's gonna take aim at this one that's ganging up on Pax.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
You creepy kids, stay away from my buddies.
497. That one's a crit, right? Yeah, that's a crit, and
that's a hit. So you hit on all
2
of them.
hits and a
Go
crit.
ahead and give me your damage.
Sure, that is 990 plus 140. 20. That's 2,130 damage. If he survived.
He did. Pax, you're up next.
He has a mischance. Or not a mischance, a stun chance as well.
FYI.
Just so you know.
Were you rolling for that stun chance first? Or is something happening?
David's roll.
Sorry, my bad. Nope.
Be fine. Boy, these kids can take a lot of hurting.
Rug and Chibi look pretty rough, right?
Pax, you look rougher than anyone else on the field.
Shut up, it's fine.
Chibi is next in line, but yes.
All right, cool. I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here, I'm gonna cast Healing Burst, which heals everyone for 500 and takes 250 from me. And then I still get one shot, right?
Yes.
Oops. And so I'm going to shoot. I guess I'll shoot this guy that's directly to my right-ish.
Go for it.
What? Unrecognized command.
Don't forget to hold your bow sideways for that
Classic
execution
Pax.
shot.
Say crit.
And that is, that is a crit. I have a 30%.
What is the damage rating that you have?
888, 90 plus 150.
890, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Good shot. Caden, you're up.
All right. I am going to move to a slightly more central location here. I don't know if anybody else is still hurt, but I am going to do I'm going to cast and then I'll heal. That way I'll heal the damage from the cast. I'm going to Cold Gust this Lamkai that's right here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
And that's a crit.
Echoey.
Ooh-wee.
So I guess it's double the 247.
Yep. I got it.
So it's going to be 494. And then I'm going to cast Mass Heal, I believe it's called. Yeah, Mass Heal. So if you are hurt, you get back 1350 health and stamina. It heals both health and stamina.
Cool. So everyone should be at full, I believe, now.
Reg is both pleased
Everyone
and
but
also
me.
grumpy that he used his special scrolls.
After Caden, it is the Lamkai, or what's left of them at least. And so they're going to do their rolly rolls. And again, they can only hit with crit chance. And so, Caden, you take 550. Lutz, you get a mischance against a 550.
Okay.
So you take 550. That's not good for him. Pax, you have a 550 coming your way. Frog, you have a 550 coming your way. And
Wait. Oh, no, just kidding.
and Chibi also takes 550. Rog, look at you with your natural 1 for the mischance.
That's 2 natural 1s on mischances tonight.
Yeah, for real.
That's pretty cool.
Rog, you're up.
All right, so this time, with this guy being stunned in front of me, I will be drawing my axes and doing some power attacks that way, forward facing and all that good stuff. And I can make 4 attacks. Dang.
None of them are good.
Not one.
Yikes.
Ouch. Kevin's up next, and he's going to keep flailing against the one that was up top there. And he's got 2 hits, which kills this Lamkai to the north. After that, it is back to Lutz.
Yes, I am Lutz. Alright, how do I know which ones are dead? Do they have X's on them?
Yes, that's
okay.
The general rule is that if they're X'd out, they're X'd out from life.
Those aren't X's. Those are their very angry eyebrows. They're still alive and grumpy.
Just consider those kids permanently in timeout.
Ouch.
Alright, so I am going to run up to here, do a fancy little flip until I'm about right here. And then I am going to use Master Charmer.
Okay.
And everyone should be in my radius that's around to Pax and myself, so this would probably affect Pax, maybe, or no, because she's on my team.
Oh, what does it do again?
It stuns everyone for a turn.
Okay.
In the radius.
Then, yeah.
All enemies within, they must succeed. You have to do a stamina check, yeah. Equal to my performance roll, or be stunned for 1 turn.
All right, so let's see your performance roll.
Don't you talk to me like that. Plus. And I'm singing. I'm doing a little Belschnickel.
You're gonna have to sing whatever you're intending to do. Just be prepared
I'm
for
not
that.
singing it.
You are totally singing it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take the 20% away, and it's just gonna be a dance. So there.
Touché.
No song for you, but I will give you a little shake. Wow. Unimpressive.
Should have sung the song.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh no! All right, so Luke, as you run up next to Pax, you begin doing a interpretive dance. And it is not great. It's like you just run up there and start doing the Carlton or whatever. And all of them, including your newfound teammates, are completely bewildered, except for one Lamkai, who is just enamored with it. He kind of drops his guard completely and is just like staring at you with the most intense, piercing stare imaginable. So congrats, you've charmed one Lamkai.
I take out my fan and I fan myself.
As part of the dance. After Lutz is Reg.
Okay, the one that got charmed is this one, right?
Correct, to the southernmost one next to Lutz.
Okay, Reg is going to take a shot at this one again, see if he can't finish the job.
That is a hit and a kill.
Okay, I see another dead kid. Good job, Reg.
That's terrible.
Reg is going to move a little closer to get more accurate shots on. Reg is going to aim for this one here.
Oh, we've got another dead child over here.
That is a
I
hit.
think Reg is going to add children to the things that he hates list.
Oh,
That's,
you stole my joke before I got to it.
That's just for reference. That's over 1,300 damage you just did, right?
I am calculating.
Crit right there.
Hold, please.
Yeah.
1635.
Yeah, he's dead.
Well, you say that like it's a big deal. The one over here last turn, I did like 2,200 damage, and you're like, he's still fine.
He had 120 left. That one's been taking damage.
Okay.
Good, 2 dead kids. It's a busy day.
Pax, you're up next.
Actually, that's no. Reg has killed 3 kids now.
Good job, Reg.
I'm not sure that's something to brag about.
This is cathartic.
I'm gonna. 1, 2. Is Caden? Caden looks like he's outside 3 squares, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Healing Burst again.
Okay. Everyone is back at full, yourself included.
Yeah.
I am not quite. It heals for 500.
Okay.
So, and then I'm gonna take a shot at this child right here.
Go for it. That is a hit. What's your damage again?
It is 445.
Alright, roll your next. Oh no, you only get the one.
That's it, because I cast, yeah.
Yeah. After Pax is Caden.
All right. I am going to, I guess, let's see. That one's charmed. We're down to what? 4 kids? Yeah, I guess the...
One is stunned, so...
Yeah, I know, the one that's in the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and target the northmost one with a Cold Gust.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's a miss.
That is.
All right, and then I am going to cast Mass Heal again, so everybody gets 1350 health back up to your max, and 1350 stamina back up to your max. Okay. Except me, I get plus 750, I believe.
So
Yeah, I got
real
plus
quick, I
750.
just realized this. You need to choose whether or not you're healing yourself or everyone else.
Okay.
Does that go for everything?
Or
Or is that just Caden?
That's just Caden.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually pretty good if you want to just heal yourself.
Well, then this turn I will just heal myself.
Yeah, because I'm at full health too.
How much do you heal for?
If I'm just healing myself, I am going to actually, you know what, it's still the same spell. I end up with a total of 750 after paying my 600 tax.
So that's still a healing burst spell for you, correct?
No, it's a mass heal.
Okay, so that's a mass necrotic heal that you just did?
Oh boy.
Oh.
How far does that go?
Oh. So I didn't know that that it would work in that fashion, because healing burst does healing damage and necrotic damage, but mass heal only does healing damage. So I figure, healing does healing. So if I converted it to heal necrotic stuff, mass heal doesn't hurt undead.
So,
like the generic spell doesn't hurt undead. So I would figure if I reversed it, would it not hurt the living, since the one version doesn't hurt?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'll let that fly. So, yes, no one else takes damage. It just heals all undead in the range. Yeah.
Yeah, because this one only heals living in the range. It doesn't do any damage to undead like healing burst, which is why I didn't get the mass burst one.
Sweet, yeah, that's good. That could have been very tragic. Yeah. All right. So after Caden, it's the Lamkai again, and they're gonna start trucking off. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One gets here. That one's stunned. This guy's gonna run as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? He grows into a man suddenly. All right, and after
I've had enough of this.
yeah, after that it is Pax. Not Pax. I'm sorry. It's Rog.
Yep. Axes, 4 of them.
Roll it. The third one is a hit.
Yay! So that would be 175 for damage.
Okay. After that is Kevin. He is going to swing low. And he is going to maul the same one that you're working on. He gets a crit and a hit. Which means he does a total of 750 damage to that same one. After that is back to Reg.
Reg is going to move to this ledge to get clearer shots. Where do you think you're going, little ones? He's going to target his boy furthest away.
Okay. Say hit. Hit. Hit.
All right, 3 hits brings us to a grand total of 1485.
He is very dead. After Reg,
You come back here, other one.
Pax, you're up.
This one's. Well, I'm just gonna go after that one because I'm still mad.
Okay. Roll 'em. Let's see. Hit, crit,
Crit.
and a
And
hit.
hit. So that is 445 times 4 plus 150.
Okay.
1930.
There you go. What he said.
And stun chance if he ain't dead.
He is not stunned.
Oh, I'm still alive.
Yep.
It probably looks like a pin cushion.
Yeah. After Pax is Caden.
All right. Let's see. What do we got left here?
You got 2 stunned that should be coming out of stun next turn, and 1 still actively running away.
Well, one is actively running away. This one right here is running.
No, the one southeast.
I totally didn't see that one. My bad.
Yeah, there's one here too.
I'll
So
move
there's
out of the
4.
way so you can see him.
Newt was covering him up.
Yeah.
Luke,
Well,
stop
trapped.
smothering him.
I
I was smothering him in my pelvic thrusting.
I am
Terrible.
going to cast Ice Arrow
Okay.
It's a Belgian dance.
at him. I'm actually going to cast it twice.
Okay, go for it. That is a hit, which kills him.
I rolled the same thing twice in a row.
Nice. And where would you like to put your other hit for 397 damage?
Let's put it on the one closest to Lutz von Bischnickel.
There you go.
Belschnickel. Bischnickel.
After Caden,
Prosperous.
it's their turn. They are now unstunned. And Lutz, the one next to you, is going to attack you with his 4 poisonous daggers, one of which hits, dealing a grand total of
Numbers.
400 damage. Sorry.
Sorry. How many times can I roll mischance for all your attacks, or just one?
Just one. The ones that hit.
How many hit me?
Just one.
Oh, okay. All right.
After that, it is Rog's turn.
Okie dokie.
Unleash the
still
beast.
Trying. I'm still trying.
Did you skip me?
2 hits.
Or no?
No, we got Kevin up next, and then it's you.
Gotcha.
Rog, you destroy that one. Kevin's up next. He is going to roll his attacks versus the other one that has taken damage. 4, 2 hits, one of which is a crit.
Nice.
Alright, so that's 600 damage to this guy. Lutz, you're up.
Has Chibi been hitting anybody?
Chivi refuses to attack these children. She doesn't know about the Lamkai.
Classic.
Reg just knows these children almost killed him. He's gonna deal with the trauma later.
There you go. All 3 of those are hits, Lutz.
One's a crit.
494, right?
Huh?
494?
Yeah, 494, and one's a crit.
Perfect. That one's
And then
done
the other
for.
ones. So what I do is I take all 3 of my arrows in my hand and I push it into his skull. Since he's standing right there. That's one little boy who won't be eating his cake later.
What?
This is not okay.
Definitely not. But remember, these are possessed demon children. So,
I wanted to leave the kid alone, but here we are.
Reg, you're up.
Reg, having seen this, just kind of moves a little bit over past Bushnickel to aim at the last one. That's not how you use arrows, silly. And then proceeds to fire on the last one.
Hit.
This is how you shoot things.
Hit.
So that is 1485.
The Lamkai is in pain. After Reg is Pax.
D. Pax, you want to show him how you do it too?
I killed mine.
Good job, Belschnickel. You're very smart.
Yeah. Yes,
I'm
I am.
taking aim. That's a crit.
And then your last one.
That is not, and that's a crit.
He did.
Is it 30% crit?
I have a
Hers is.
30%.
Hers is. So, as Pax unleashes her energy bolt from her bow and energy arrow, it completely burns a hole through this Lamkai, and it falls to the floor dead. Lutz, where you have shoved your arrows through, she just blasted right on through. It's like you know how when you keep hitting the same target over and over and just bursts on the other side. That's basically what happens. So
that just means more cake for me.
Fax is now out of adrenaline, and her knees give out, and she sits down hard.
Everyone now has to deal with what just happened. To your knowledge, you just got attacked by these demonic-looking children and really laid waste to each and every one of them with no sense of, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. Chivi was the only person who was like, hey, maybe we shouldn't, but before she could even say anything, the first arrow had been loosed into the child. But again, these are possessed demon children. So as you sit down, kind of figuring out what just happened, Caden walks up, knowing about the Lamkai, and offers some condolence of what they are. Caden, what would you like to say to the group?
these aren't children any longer. And not because we slayed them, but
I was going to say
they have ceased to be children long before we came along. All you did was free them.
This was definitely worse than the circus.
What happened in the circus?
Rog finishes a little bit of the leftover scrambled egg. It's all gone now, and says, "Well, we should probably burn the bodies before they come back."
We should check.
They won't come back
First.
These are dead.
I examine the dagger that I got from one of the Lamkai, and I throw it on the ground. It sticks into the ground. I look back to the rest of the team and say, "Well, should we get going? It's going to be dark soon."
I'm gonna check for stuff.
You find venomous ebony bows and venomous ebony daggers and arrows. All of them give a plus 25 venom or like poison damage. But it's not like you get harmed. It's like an acid almost. So you find, basically 2 daggers and 1 bow and 50 arrows per each person. So if you want to pick those up, you can. I know you guys probably didn't bring your entire stack of coins, so it might be worth something to.
First National Bank of Ridge, baby.
Exactly.
You said how many
I have a quick
daggers?
question about that.
Yeah.
So would Rog be able to very rudimentary affix those to his fists to add poison damage?
I'll allow that. Just like with some rope, you won't be able to use the weapon's damage rating, but like you can put the blade basically on the end of it just to gain the magical effects of it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'd do the fist damage, but get like poison.
Yeah.
Yes,
I dig that.
I have snake fists.
Okay, how many daggers did you said each one had on them?
Each one has 2 daggers and 1
2
set of
daggers.
bow and arrows.
Except one of them's set of 2 daggers is now on Rog.
Yeah.
I like that you specified it's on Rog.
Yeah, as you're doing all of the various things that you're doing, you all kind of sit back down as Reg is perusing the corpses, and Kevin, the bird, simply says,
Pax, would you like to recount the tale now that we have dealt with these abominations?
If I must. So, as you know, I was part of a very well-respected circus troupe. I was part of the high wire sharp shooting act. We were very good. We were doing a benefit. It was a matinee show, and something went wrong, and my arrow did not fly true, and super accidentally, but I nicked a kid. There was a lot of blood. I mean, head wounds bleed a lot.
Oh.
The kid was fine, but there was so much screaming. Just lots and lots of screaming. Honestly, I can't really be around kids to this day.
Well, of course there was screaming. You shot a kid.
I grazed him. And how was I supposed to know they were all orphans?
You are the most terrible of people.
Thanks, Rog.
Reg is gonna come up to Pax and give her a sympathetic pat on the back. Right? It's okay, Pax. Hey, Kevin. You see, it wasn't personal when she shot you. She just does this.
Somehow that doesn't quite make it better.
Well, should we get going? It's getting late.
Hold on, I got one more thing.
And I haven't had my schnitzel.
Reg is taking out a piece of his list. As everyone knows, Reg carries a list of fears, and under the freshly written entry of spiders after last week, and in a side note, trees ? Because he did not experience the tree, he just heard about it. He's now writing children.
You and Pax finally have one that you share. So, with the Lamkai guerrilla warriors having been dealt with, the group rests for a moment, then continues onward. Just over the apex of the path, the view of the city of Port Riches can be seen on the horizon. The group increases their pace to get to town quicker, trying to get to know Lutz a little bit better, while also being cognizant of their surroundings. And so we're going to call it there tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, apologize about some of the technical difficulties, but thank you for joining us. Thank you for being part of the stream. Thank you for subscribing. Those of you who are subscribers, we appreciate that. That helps keep the stream running. Tune in next week. We'll have some fun stuff going on. And I just want to give everyone a round of applause. There was a lot of near deaths here, and you all were able to go into like tactical mode and get through it. So props to everyone there. Let's get business time in the chat for that. Yeah. I was really honestly concerned as soon as that thought crossed my mind about the necrotic mass heal. Thankfully,
that would
it's
be
worded
bad
differently.
because I could kill everybody in one shot.
I know.
It'd be a
That's
really
why
cool spell to use if nobody else was around.
Yeah, it'd be great. I was literally going to have everyone roll potency checks, but thankfully it didn't need to come to that. So we're going to go ahead and jump off here. Thank you guys again. We will see you guys next week on Shattered Dungeons. See ya.
Night, everybody.
Bye.